Hi everyone, so today it's the 5th of May and it's gone back to wet weather, but today we're going to be recording Tarantula feeding video 136 part 2. So again, timestamps are located in the video description of this video, and sit back and enjoy the show. Okay, so we're going to start off with our very first invert. This is not a tarantula, this is a mated female tailless whip scorpion, which is the Damon diadema. Ooh, nice one. And we'll give another one. No. But as you can see, there's the male sperm deposit, so she's in fact been mated. Thumbs up if you like the new scientific name for this species. Caribena, versicolor, Antilles Pinktoe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice. This is Kate. She's about a 3-inch female. Caribena versicolor. Or Caribena versicolor. Formerly avic. Perfect. Here's a female Trinidad Chevron, the Psalmopoeus cambridgei. Oosh. Lovely female from tanglesandwebs.com. Not too bad for a really nice sized female. Alright, this is a quick female Psalmopoeus pulcher, Panama Blond. See how this female will do. Oh, nice. Got it. And there we go. Nice size T. She's probably around 2 inches. This full-grown adults, they'll get up around 5 inches. Very similar size to P. or Minia. Alright, some pokies now. This one here is my female P. miranda, which is the Bengal spotted ornamental. Nice. Yep. Here we go. She's probably around 3.5 inches. Pretty fast, but look at the colors. Amazing. Over here is a very beautiful female named Sora. She is a Poecilotheria striata, Mysore Ornamental. And there we go. Nice attack. How's my little Libby doing? She is my female Heteroscodra maculata, Togo Starburst Baboon. I've owned like really mean individuals. She's the polar opposite. She's very calm, but I wouldn't handle her because of her potent venom. But she's hungry. There we go. You can see her a little bit better. Okay, we'll do one more super. Ooh, nice crunch. There we go, nice. This is the one I got from tanglesandwebs.com. Beautiful female. Sub-adult, around 4.5 inches. Here's Amy. She is a Poecilotheria hybrid, a cross between an ornata and vittata. I like to humbly call this one the Ghost Fringed. She's a 5-inch female, and she's waiting for me. Give me my food. There we go. Very, very cool. And I'll give one more super to her since she's been a nice gal on camera. Yippers! Look at that, guys. Even though that she's a crossbreed, she's a very nice species. You can tell it's kind of ornata-ish because a pure vittata would be much more brighter in color. She's more of a darker brown color, similar to ornata, but as in the case of ornatas usually have the yellow underlegs, and this one doesn't, so it's kind of like a mixture of the two. Credits to Spider Owner 69, who actually helped me determine what kind of species this was. Again, I'm really not into promoting crossbreeds in tarantula hobby because, especially with Brachypelma and Poecilotheria species being critically endangered, she's just going to be a showpiece in my collection. I have zero intentions to breed her because we don't want to muck up the hobby any more than it already is. You know, with the messed up revisions of Avicularia and Panthobeteus and Avonapelmas, making it really difficult to positively ID teas. So that's my opinion on crossbreeding. Alright, now let's see if Mia is hungry. She's my lovely P. Metallica. Can't wait to see her. Oh, there she is. Look how cute she is. Believe it or not, Mia, I've had her ever since she was a teeny weeny bitty spiderling, and she's about 7 years old. She's grabbing my tongs a little bit. Let go, sweetie. There we go. So you can see, since she's a little bit older, the blue coloration isn't as pronounced as a younger female. Usually when P. Metallicas tend to grow older, they start to lose their bluish color and they appear almost a blackened color. Oops. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Maybe she's hungry for another one, but this is a beautiful, beautiful female that I've kept since 2010. No way! Hey guys, this is great news. So this is my Phormictopus auratus, the Cuban Bronze, and for the longest time I kind of suspect male, but if you look right over here, I'm not sure if this is coming out clear on camera, where the tongs are pointing to, that is your epigastric furrow. So you know what this means? Female male! So she's a female, I can't believe it. Cool. So I have Isabella. She is one of the Ganado female villagers, and I'm gonna have to name this one Maria. Of course, Maria and Isabel. What a tough combo. Okay, so now newly named Maria. Let's see how she does in comparison to Isabella. Yeah, there we go. You see that? That's how a Phormictopus should eat. Colors are really nice on the specimen. You can tell right away they got the name Cuban Bronze from their bronze carapace. This one here is a freshly molted Poecilotheria smithy, the yellow-backed ornamental. See how this one does. Oh, nice! Love it. Now this is the one I got from a Facebook forum a couple of months ago. I didn't really do an unboxing video because this one didn't arrive so well. She molted during transit and the legs were kind of deformed. Now that I see that there's a molt, which is over here, she stepped up her A game and she is, or he, a beautiful specimen. So I just gave this one about a half-inch size cricket. She's currently about, or he, half-inch. Yep, so just let you know that I do have another smithy to replace dearly departed Allison, who was unfortunately had to be put down due to a nematode infection. That kind of sucks. Okay, so now hopefully this one is doing well and time to feed some more. Okay, so let's try to feed my newly molted Brachypelma vagans. Mexican Red Rump. This is an unsexed spiderling. Nice. Perfect. I would say that is about an inch. The red hairs are becoming apparent on this one. Very well. Let's go try Annette and see how she's doing. She is another B vagans that may be a suspect female. You can see she has a bald spot. Unfortunately, it's not black or blue, so she's not in pre-molt. She hadn't molted in a long time, and hopefully that she'll molt for us in our care. Hang on, let me just get that cricket. Okay, let's push this down. Oh, nice one. Annette is she's kind of a character here. She loves to eat and run. Yeah, she loves her fast food. That's for sure. And so do I. Okay. Speedy Gonzalez. What more can I say with this one? This is an unsexed Poecilotheria tigrina wesselli, which is the Wessel tiger ornamental. Alright, this guy's gonna get a cricket. Beautiful. So, this one here is a Tapenicinius Psalmopoeus, which is called the Trinidad mahogany. A very good eater. Alright, this tea is kind of shy. This is Nondu carapoensis, which is the Brazilian red. but definitely not a shy eater. Alright, Brachypelma species Borneo Black. These guys are adults, 5.5 inches, and great eaters. This one is just a 1/2 inch spiderling for $10 at the expo, which wasn't too bad at all. Alright, you can see the legs on this one. This is an Ornithoctinae species Hati Hati, which is the Sumatran blue. Bad move, cricket. Bad move. This one here is a Poecilotheria rufilata, the red slate ornamental, spiderling about 1 inch. Ooh, nasty. If you look closely, you can see very gory. This one here is Poecilotheria species Bara, ivory lowland ornamental. Painlessly good eaters, and one of my favorite tarantulas of all time. How's that visible for you? This one here is my Sicarius thomasoides, formerly Sicarius turosus. This is the 6-eyed sand spider. Holy crap, that's it. That was very quick and painless for the cricket. Jeez. Sweet. Yes guys, I know you're tired of seeing a little bit too many of my spiderlings, so now we're going to go on to the larger ones now. This is my 4.5 inch female Lasiodora fracta, which is the Brazilian smoky gray bird eater. Her name is Willow. Awesome job. Now you don't want to touch her because he's pretty mean. Here's Alberto, my male Brachypelma albiceps, which is the Mexican gold red rump. You haven't seen my female in a while. I just noticed that she freshly molted. Unfortunately, she won't be featured in part 2, but she'll be featured in the 3rd part. So you'll be seeing her very, very soon. So here we go. Alberto. Sweet. Gotta love your Mexican gold red rumps. Alright, this one is Josie. She is my adult female Psalmopoeus erminia, the Venezuelan sun tiger. Hopefully we're going to get a photo shoot of this one, since her colors are fresh from her molt. And Maggie is sure as talkative today. Right, there we go. Look at the nice sun tiger markings on the abdomen and the Nike stripes on their tarsi. Alright, catch me outside. How about that? This is my female Lasiodora parahybana, salmon pink bird eater. Her name is Danielle. Or Daniela. Perfect. Let's give one more to her. see if she's gonna eat it. I've kept her for about 8 years now, growing like a weed. Look at her, she's trying her hardest. Golly, that's when you know your tea's hungry. You'll try to rummage up the food. Yeah, she's about 5 inches. She's about half grown compared to my big L Kluge Marissa. Alrighty, next tea we're gonna feed is a mated female Grammostola poteri, which is the common rose hair. Formerly, these guys were known as Grammostola rosea normal color form. So here's my baby, Talia. Yeah, look, she's happy. Her nice fat rump. She's not going to go through a molt for at least maybe about 1 or 2 years. Alright, up next is a 4.5-inch female named Pichi Natasha. This one is my Cyclosternum species Macula, which is the Peruvian pink. No, Peruvian peach colored. Yeah, that's the one. Alrighty, so let's see how this female does. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's been a while since you last seen this one on film. That was a good attack. I love that. Sweet. Oh yeah. Now for a female Monocentropas balfouri, the Socotra Island blue-legged baboon. 5-inch female named Lily. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna see that. Or maybe. Peekaboo. That's my girl. Look how nice she is. Yeah, also a nice pretty picture on my Facebook page. She looks pretty in blue. Way down there in the burrow is my suspect male Phormictopus simani, the Costa Rican zebra. Call this guy Steve. Not too shabby. He's over here. Hopefully this guy does come out to be a mature male. I have a breedable female. Alright, let's try Lois the redhead. She is my female Grammostola rosea. This is the red phase rose hair. I know what she likes. She likes crickets compared to superworms. That's just how she is. Ah, finally, geez. That took 3 years almost. There we go. She does need to molt. Doesn't look that great, but a true rosea would have completely red hair all over the body. She's kind of pinkish because it's been a while since she last molted. This one here is Grammostola poteri. This is the normal form rose hair. You know, the ones that you used to see in pet stores with the pink carapace. So this is Angelica. She's the only poteri that I did not mate. Here's a confirmed female Nandu tripepi, the giant blonde bird eater, freshly molted female. See if we can try to get a nice attack from her. Ooh, nice dive. Damn, nature, you scary. Perfect. This one is a Thailand fringe, Orthognathnus Oreotidalis female. She's about 2 inches. Yeah, as soon as I can get the cricket into the hole, that'll be good. Very similar to the former Haplopelma, now they're called Cerugopithecus. Ooh, she wants it. Oh, nice one. Gotta love your Asian old worlds. Yeah, you can see why they call it the Thailand fringe, because of patch of gold hair on the patella. Cool, adult cricket. No match for her. No guys, you're not seeing double. This one just recently molted. This is my Poecilotheria formosa, which is the Salem Ornamental. Let's see how this one does. Unsexed, of course, since it's a little bit too small. A little danger here. Might as well close this. Okay. So that one may not be interested in eating, but I know which one will. This is the one I got from the expo, and this is a confirmed female by ventral shot, because the epigastric furrow on a specimen this large is very, very visible. So, Salem the second, I'm going to call this one. Snagged it. Really, really nice. Now this one here is another Brachypelma angustum, which is the Costa Rican red-haired. This one is a confirmed female by molt. Looks a lot like your B. vagans, but a good hitter too. As you'll see in a second. Yep, comme ci, comme ça. Yep, there we go. They're very, very subtle in their look. As you can see, as the angustum, it doesn't really have as much red hairs as the B. vagans. Alright, hopefully you can see this one of my favorite species. This is Poecilotheria Sofusca Highland, which is the Candy Highland Ornamental. So, here we go. Nailed it. Let's have a look at the specimen. As you can see right over here, I just really love the colors on the Highland. I mean, at this point I could sex her, but maybe wait for one more molt. Again, why is it my favorite species? You could just look at the color on them. I mean, to have a black, brown, and gold patterns on a pokey, it just blows my mind how gorgeous they are. I like P. Metallica too, but hands down, Sofusca and both the Highlands and Lowlands are my favorite. Alright, I have a trio of these guys right here. The one you're seeing right now is Necroth, who is my male, Lasiodora klugi, the Bahia Scarlet Bird Eater. I have a huge female named Marissa, and Lucy, who's a close second in size. Yeah, he's about 4 inches. Alright, on to some Brachypelmas now. This one is a Baumgarteni cross Bomi, which I call the Mexican Orange Beauty. This is Chimera. Very nice female. The same reason applies as Amy. She's a female that I'm going to have her as a showpiece only. No intentions to breed this one. Was sold to me as a real Baumgarteni, but you can see at the 4-inch mark, for it to be a real Baumgarteni, all of the carapace would be dark, just like your Brachypelma homori. But she's a good eater, and that's why I love her in my collection, even though she's a crossbreed. Nervous Ada. She is my female Brachypelma auratum, which is the Mexican flame knee. Nice attack. You can see why they call it the flame knees. Just look at the knees. They're actually quite interesting, because if you look at the patella, you can see it's flame tips, giving the name flame knee. So this is the female that I got from Arachnophiliacs, which is one of the 3 main dealers in Canada. And this is the one I got from Tarantula Canada like 7 years ago. This guy is a male. And ironically, since you guys watched my Resident Evil playthrough, you know that I'm a real fan of survival horror games, and since the female you just saw is Ada, guess who the male is? Leon! I'm just stoked that Capcom is trying to remake Resident Evil 2. It would be really interesting to see. If they actually can make it like the first remake, that would be sick. Alright, let's see if... Oh, Leon got it. Nice. Yeah, it looks exactly like Ada, except a bit more leggy. This one is a confirmed male. Sex by molt. Next one up is lovely Petunia. She is my Brachypelma classy female, Mexican pink. Gorgeous during the photo shoot. Alright, nice. See if we can get a second one in here. Lazy bee. But you can see, quite gorgeous. Alright, this one here is Chitose. She is my female Zenithus species blue, which is the Colombian blue bloom bird eater. Nice grab. Little bald spot, but that's typical of Zenithus species. This one's another Colombian species. Happens to be a Megaphobema robustum, which is a Colombian giant redleg that gets up to 8 inches. One of the largest and most striking members of the Megaphobema genus. I think this one is a suspect male. Grabs it instantly. Let's have a look at this nice T. There he is. Alright, this one just freshly molted, and you can see right away over here that is the spermathecae. This is a freshly molted, gorgeous female. Brachypelma callenbergi, which is the Mexican something. It used to be called Mexican brown, but this one does not look brown at all. Looks like a nice B. vagans look-alike. So let's go feed her. I'm sure she's hungry from her molt. I think I'm going to name this one Kayla. No, Callie. I forgot I already named her. Oh, she's gorgeous. Yep, she grabbed it. Nice. Let's go have a nice aerial view of her. To show you what a Brachypelma callenbergi looks like after a molt. Again, big, look like to be vagans. I do notice that she's got more red hairs on the abdomen than my Morticia. A very awesome looking female. Okay, so this is my other giant blonde bird eater, Nondu tripepi, an unsexed juvenile, around 2 inches. Hoping it's male. Call this guy Negan if he is a male. Nice one. Hey guys, feeding is almost done with all my tarantulas. Most of them have been fed except these 3 shelves, so this will be the final tarantulas I'll be feeding for part 2. Whatever's on this shelf here, plus these guys, and these 2 bottom shelves will be reserved for part 3. Okay, so let's continue on with more teas. Alright, this is a female Brachypelma homori. This is the Mexican red knee. Now, why is it not Brachypelma smithi anymore? Well, the official Brachypelma paper has been released as of April 26, 2017. So Tom Moran made a video on this, so it is now official. Brachypelma smithi is now the former B. ametha, and the former B. smithi, the ones you get from the pet trade, are now B. homori. So let us feed my female that I got from tanglesandwebs.com. This one freshly molted. doesn't appear to be hungry. Alright, that sucks. But let's try to feed my adult Athena. Now that was a pretty cool picture to take. Basically, we took her outside and we placed her on top of my father's bonsai plant with green moss, and the pictures really set well on this one. So here she is. This is my adult female named Athena. Because she is very pretty. Here we go. Oh, nice! Yeah, baby! Damn, that's some good eating. Woot woot. Beautiful. Gotta love her. This one's another classic tarantula in the hobby. This is Brachypelma abapulosum, Honduras curly hair. This is the hobby form. Slam! And her name is Aragog. Yep. T with a permanent bad hair day. Alright, this next one, formerly Brachypelma anitha. This one is Brachypelma smithi, which is the Mexican orange knee now, or giant red knee. It's more of an orange because they have very subtle differences. Alright, so this is the spiderling that I got from tangosandwebs.com. Molted, and it looks really nice. Great eater. As you can see, my smithy has much more orange knees than this guy right here. Oh, she just ate. Darn it. Alright. Alright, so now let's put this off here. Close this up. Let's feed my other bee smithy. Nope. Can't feed her. You guys can see. Nice big bald spot, black and blue color. So indicates a pre-molt. So whenever you see your tarantula in pre-molt like that, just don't disturb her. Just make sure she gets plenty of hydration, and that's about it. Alright, so too bad, so sad. No bee smithy feeding. Up next is my adult female Panthobeteus ultramarinus, which is the Ecuadorian purple pink femur. As you can see, this one is much more gentle with her food than my juvenile female. Let's see if she can grab two. Ooh, nice fang action here. And she's kind of wanting to get it. Maybe she needs a little help. Come on, baby. I know where she is. Oh, you were too late. Oh well, one was enough for her. She'll get the second one. You can see she's not really colorful. She does need a molt. But it just goes to show you how individual tarantulas do vary in their personality. This one is Grammostola female, the rose hair. This one is a mated female. Fantastic good eater, and she's pretty plump for mating with Roscoe, as is with Talia. Alrighty, Loosey Goosey. This is my second Lacidura klugi. This is a sexed female. I would say about 5 inches. As you can see, she's not very friendly, just like my other Fracta, Willow. Okay, we'll do one more. Oh, savage! See that? Lucy wins. Flawless victory. Vicious fatality. Yeah, throw some Deadly Alliance. I think that's the Mortal Kombat that uses a couple of fatalities like that. There we go. Nice. Now one more T for this part, and it's Big Marissa, my bigger klugi. Let's get her. She's massive! Okay, Marissa's turn now. This is 9 inches Bahia Scarlet Bird Eater, Lacidura klugi. Same T as Lucille, or Lucy. Perfect. Man, this thing is a monster T. I have to show you how really big she is. Next time if I take her out, I want to put her right next to a CD and just give you an idea of how large she is. I mean, cameras really don't do it justice on how large she is. Like, this is like, I mean, I said it again last video, and I said it again in every video. This is the biggest tarantula that I have right now. And definitely my hungriest too. Perfect. What a way to end off feeding videos 136 part 2. Alright guys, hope you enjoy it, and I have 2 more shelves, and that will be the 3rd part of the video. Alright guys, like I said, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it.